you doing, people? How are you doing? How are you doing? You guys haven't seen me in a long time. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let me make sure the thing is on. Guys, help me get to 3K now. Help me get to 3K with the amount of videos I'm pushing out. I'm almost there. We're at 2,929. I should be at 5K right now with the amount of videos I'll be putting out. Come on, people. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning to you. We know the month wrapping up, but May was mental health month. Mental health. Hold on, let me see something. I need to see. Is this on? Okay, yes, it's on. Why did I put on this sweater already? Fridge. I'm hot. Damn it. I have this AP thing. I was listening to something. Oh, somebody just rudely called and interrupted. I'm too hot right now. Can't deal with this sweater. I was like, I have to go somewhere, but I'm not ready to go. I don't know why I put on this sweater. Why did I put this sweater on? Hello, hello. These videos is not being uploaded correctly. Energy, okay. All right. So, you guys need to be in the chat or not? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. It's a happy Friday to you. Oh, happy Friday to you. Oh, happy Friday to you. So May have been Mental Health Awareness Month. So let's wrap up with some mental health talk. Mental Health Awareness Month. Oh, fudge. Excuse my French. Hello everybody. As you come into the live, say good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, because we know this around the world is all different time. Right where I'm at, I'm Eastern Standard Time in the United States, so it's 9:21 a.m. Today is 5:30:25. Let's thank God for waking us up to see a new day. And as we go through this day, let's ask for covering, blessing, and all the good stuff, okay? If something bad happened, let's just pray about it and hopefully hope for the best. That something good is gonna come out of it. Something's good's gonna happen today. I have a headache, but hey, let's not worry about that right now. Okay? My frontal lobe hurting. You know, sometimes you get a headache in just one spot. So today is just at the front of my head. And if I take off the glasses, I can't see. I just need the glasses to stay the hell off my face. But I can't see without it right now. I can't read anything without it. So I gotta keep it on. As we know, it's a new day, it's a new blessing. Let's bring this over here. So I don't know where my moderators are, so I have to be the moderator for right now. So please subscribe to the channel. Good morning, good morning. As you come in, say hello. Don't stay in the background. We don't want no stalkers. Come out to the background and say hello. Good morning. All the good stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? So I'm coming in for my second channel. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, please subscribe to it. Subscribe to my second channel. I'm going to run to my next channel. I don't know why I have so much bloody channel, but hey, it is what it is. I don't even have enough head problem to be running so much channels. I don't know why. It's okay, that's me coming in from my other channel. I have one more channel to come in from. You see, that one is not registering no more. I don't know why. What YouTube did. My It's a Eve Love channel, when I go to it, I've been noticing that for the last couple of days. When I hit the thumbs button and go in the comment section, it's not showing up on the page. This one show up, but that one's not showing up. And I already went and gave the thumbs up. You see it have 5 thumbs up. I don't know why. Why it's not showing up? God knows why. I have no clue why it's not showing up. Remember to watch your commercials. If you have 2 devices, you watch your commercials. If you don't have 2 devices, then you hit skip. The commercials help. They say the commercial, you get paid from the commercials, but okay, let's read what is depression. The word depression is used in many ways. People feel sad or blue when bad things happen. However, everyday blues or sadness is not depressive disorder. Remember, May is Mental Health Month. Okay, we all may have a short-term depressed mood, but we can cope and soon recover without treatment. A major depressive disorder lasts for at least 2 weeks and affects a person's ability to work, to carry out unusual daily activities, or to have satisfying personal relationships. Unbothered, joyful, or hi Julie, morning. So some people will say they're sad. They don't want to claim that they're depressed. They're like, oh, it's too much to say that word. Look now, if you're depressed, say you're depressed. Stop saying it's just a sadness. It's just because some people could be at that level, breaking point, and they don't seek help, and then you hear they end up dead. And then nothing you can do about it. Then you find out, okay, they had depression, but they never told nobody about it. You have suffered with depression? Yes. I know depression is not good. I suffer with it too. I have kids that suffer with it, so it's not a good feeling. I take medication sometimes to like control it, calm you down. But sometimes the medications, they have so much side effects. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think the medications that make you feel worse than how you're feeling. It kind of suppress the situation, but I think it makes you feel worse, I think. Can it just make you feel good in that moment? It make you feel high. First of all, the medication them make you feel high. Like you're on drugs. Obviously, the medication is a drug. So it make you feel high, disoriented sometimes. But if it's going to help you feel a little better, then you take it. You might take it today. They say in order for the medication to work, first of all, you got to take it every day. But damn, these medications have you feeling like a madman on the street. And you don't want nobody to know you're a madman on the street. But hey, it is what it is. If you got to take it, you got to take it. You got to take it. But some people have mild depression, because in here it's a mild depression and other steps. So if you're not that bad, fine. But if you don't take any medication gradually, it will, let me go and change the heading for this stuff. Let me go back to my main channel and change the heading, put it to depression. Depression talk, happy Friday. So I have to run to YouTube studio. Let me jump on the live. Go to the thing, go to the thing, go to the thing. I'm not gonna take that out. I'm just gonna add it on to this. Ting, 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 ting. Don't do that. Okay, there. Because when people hear depression, they think that's a bad word. They don't want nobody to know they're depressed. Or you hear them, see them on the news. You see them wherever your news is. You see them on the Channel 12 News, the Channel 7 News, wherever your news station is. You see you on the news. And if you could have been helped, why not help them? If you live with somebody and you know they're going through stuff, you gotta try to help them. Sometimes the person don't want to be helped, but you gotta at least try. Because depressed person sometimes don't like to say that they're depressed. They don't like to claim it. They know they're depressed, but they don't like to claim it. Nobody like to claim sickness, but hey, it is what it is. If you're sick, you're sick. You never seek medical help, so then you get over it, Julie? Because I know in the islands, you know I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in the islands, people look down on people like that. I know in Jamaica, I know they see somebody on the street because I watch enough Jamaican channels, and they people might say bad stuff, but now we have a lot of YouTubers coming out to look out for people with mental health. People still do make fun of people with mental health, I guarantee you, on a daily basis. But sometimes people with mental health is even smarter than you. Let me just let you know that. Sometimes people with mental health is smart, but they just have a mental problem. Their brain thinking 150 miles per hour, while yours on 10 miles per hour. We're thinking about the next thing, because it's like, if I'm doing this, I'm not even thinking, I'm talking, but my mind is thinking about something else. I'm thinking about a painting, I'm thinking about something else. It's like, slow down, baby, slow down. I'm thinking about 10, 15, 100 different things at the same time. And then you end up with a damn headache. Mm-hmm. But people don't like to see that. Look on the internet. Don't you see people with mental health, how they doing these days? Even people with one foot, one hand, nothing. They out there going in race. People, we have two hands, two foot, and we don't even go take part in a race. And people in a wheelchair and a scooter, and they're out there racing, racing. I know here in America they into that Olympic. They into racing, and they don't care if they get to the end. At least they try. They're gonna go out and they're gonna race. Even though they have a mental health, they don't want no a mental problem. They might have one body part missing. They don't want nobody to feel sorry for them. But you know, when they're on the downtime, we all on our downtime thinking about it. Of course, it's gonna stress us. But when we're out in public, oh, hold on. Oh, I never suffered with depression. Okay, sorry. I can't see all the way over here, so I have the laptop here. I never suffered with depression. I said never. All right. I never sought medic. But when you say I never sought about medication for depression, okay. But anything could make you depressed now. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're born with depression. Say you was working somewhere and you lose your job, and you was working there for 10 years. Because you know people, okay, you accustomed to writing this stuff or doing this stuff by paper, and it has somebody who come in there and know how to do it on the computer. That's an upgrade. Put away the paper and do it by. They're gonna take that person over you, and right there you could go in instant depression because they take your job, they let you go, and they give it to the person who know how to do the stuff on the computer. You could get depressed from anything. Child, you break up with a boyfriend. With how much years you did giving him your damn punani, and he gonna go sleep with somebody else. You could get depressed just from that. You could get depressed from anything. You have your child, your kids and them driving you crazy, don't wanna listen. You look back and say, wow, I wonder, because you know they have a saying, which some of this stuff that we grew up hearing is called a myth. MYTH. A myth means it's not really real. People just say it and think it's a myth. Don't necessarily mean because you say it that way, that's what's going to happen. So you say, okay, because you was rude to your mom and dad, that your parents going to turn around and be rude to you. Not necessary. That's a myth right there. It's not necessary. But if it happened, then you will say, okay, I guess it's true. But not everything you hear is true. Myth. I think myth is spelled MYTH or something like that. Let me look it up and see. You see, she's talking about mental health. I'm watching Good Morning America. We have one more day in May. I didn't realize May was mental health month. So I didn't do a lot of talking about it. But if you go back on my videos, I do have a lot of older videos that I did about it. So a myth is a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of people or explaining some natural or social phenomenon. It typically involving supernatural or being or effect. Do you understand that? It's just something that's passed down. Somebody will say, okay, because your hair black, whatever, some foolishness. If your parent went through something, they're gonna turn it on you and say, that's what's gonna happen to you too. You don't necessarily have to believe it. You believe it if you see it happen, but it's like sometimes it's not really real. Not every myth is true. Yeah, another one. Like if your mom have high blood pressure, they expect you to imagine have it too. You don't necessarily have to have it. You don't. That's like a myth. Or it's in your family history. You don't have to have it. Sometimes this stuff skips a generation. Yeah, myth. MYTH. Mhm. Yeah, cause I'm looking at my laptop here and I look up the meaning. It don't hurt me. Let me make sure this thing plug in. I need some water. No, I think I charged this already. Let me get a bottle of water, cause since we join YouTube, we find out like we're a teacher, automatic teacher. Hmm. We ain't go to school to be teacher, but all of a sudden we turn teacher. We never like school like that, but all of a sudden we turn teacher. We're trying to tell everybody what we think is best. I'm an automatic teacher right now, so I'm teaching. What kind of class is this? This is what kind of class would I call this? It's a health class. I'm teaching about depression. All right. So I'm just reading because I really don't know how to talk and I don't want to talk about it and say anything wrong. So I'm just going to read from the book. I have this book here. It's called Mental Health First Aid. I took a class one time and they had given me this book. And the water drying out my mouth. And they have mood disorder affects nearly 1 of 10 U.S. adults in a given year. Well, obviously all around the world. We ain't just talking about the U.S., but this book was, I guess, all around the world. This is not just about people in the U.S., okay? This is just people all around the world. Because whatever affect we in this country, in America, it affects other people on a daily basis. The same way. We're all humans at the end of the day. But sometimes we don't like to accept stuff when you see it coming. Sometimes we see it a mile away, but we run from it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what seeing it a mile away mean? Seeing the signs. Say like you know the signs of depression and you see it coming. You swear to Jesus Christ, no Jesus, this is not it. Take the devil is a liar, the devil is a liar, this is not it. No, I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed. The devil is a liar. You're a liar because you know what's going on with you right now, and you swear you're not going through something. Okay, I need a disclaimer. What should I say? Okay, anything that I say at this present time is not from me. Is about I'm reading this book and it's from the book. Please, YouTube, do not mess with my video. Okay? Because I know you guys been taking people channels down. Please don't mess with my video. This is a disclaimer. This stuff that I'm saying is not from Andrea. It's from this book. Okay? Don't take it personally, YouTube. And anybody going through depression at this present time, if you're seeking help already, fine. If you're not seeking help, go and get some help. Okay? Thank you. Please and thank you. So let's continue. Let's get back, Julie, her thing. Um, let's give Julie a moderator position right now. I'm shouting. Sorry. Do you know I talk very soft in real life? People never understand what I'm saying. I don't know if that phone working correct. Let me hear myself. People say I speak soft. They always have to ask me what I say. When I'm talking in real life, I don't talk like this. I talk soft. I speak softly, and they always have to ask me to repeat myself. It's like, what do you say? Huh? All right. So I'm trying to use my. I know I'm trying to. This is not my inside voice. I sound like I'm using my outside voice. Huh? I'm hyped up because I was talking to my brother. I don't want to talk about what I was talking about and whatever. So my head is already hot headed right now. I'm upset plus hot headed right now. I don't want to talk about it, but let's leave it at that. So um that's why my voice is elevated at this present time. Oh, I have a headache too. So I need to calm down. I shouldn't even been doing it. I should have just laid down for a little bit, but I couldn't help it. I haven't come live in a couple of days, so I just want to talk about it. Do I have depression? Do I have depression? Let's first of all, let's start with that. Do I have depression? Let me claim I have depression. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. Why I'm depressed? Let me talk about why I'm depressed. I don't want to bring up too much stuff. As I say, let sleeping dogs lie. But how could you let sleeping dogs lie? How could you move on from the past to the future if you don't talk about the past? You got to talk about the past. Because when you go to counseling, you got to bring up the past in order to move to the future. If the past is bothering you, you have to talk about the past. You can't talk about what's going on in the future now if you don't deal with what went on in the past. That's not how therapy goes. It don't go like that. You have to talk about what you went through when you was in the past. Just saying. You think I could be a therapist? That's why you're telling me? I do have medication that I'm supposed to take, but guess what? The medication have you feel jacked up, okay? They make you feel like a walking zombie, okay? Right now, I have to go to my son's school to pick him up later to take him to a dentist appointment. I took him to a dentist appointment the other day, and you know they take an extra and they see his teeth them because he's 11 now. His adult teeth them is in, but his teeth them is like kind of crooked. So they wanna. I think today's a council. What you call it? Consolation to talk about braces or something like that. I need a second me right about now, okay? Cause I'm tired. Every blasted minute I have to be at some appointment. If it's not my appointment, it's his appointment. I feel drained right about now. Appointment all week. I feel drained, no blood teeth. Drained. So I need me a second me. You know I'm single, so I don't have nobody to say, hey, could you come and do this? Hi, butterflies, fowls. So I feel drained. My head pounding. I gotta think. Did I do that? 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 You know, we have the phone now, so everything I have to put in the phone, I have to look at the phone. And it's like, what do I have next? What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm tired. I can't have a minute for myself. Who appointment do I have to go to now? Which appointment do I have to call? And you know the year just starts, so all of them want their little money. All of them want their little money, so it's like the dentist will call you, the eye doctor will call you, the day, so you have to go to your appointments, then you have to go to their appointments. Take your take it with your counselor. Don't spill everything. Yeah. So you know how those appointment goes, especially if you have younger kids. You have to make sure they're on point with everything, because the doctors them don't like when you're slack and not taking them to do what they have to do. And my younger son, he's always sick every minute, so it's like every minute, even though you have all those appointments, you still have ton load of extra appointments, because just yesterday he was like sick. He couldn't breathe. I don't know if it's allergy, whatever. He's always sick for something. So you have the regular appointments, and because he has seizure, I have to take him to the seizure doctor. I have to take him, if the seizure doctor say he have to go take a brain EEG, I have to take him to that. I have to, I was like, oh, left, right, center, everybody, all over the place. And I don't drive, so I have to be taking, well, you could take a medical taxi. Half the time I take a medical taxi. But because for his appointment today, I tell them pick me up at his school. So, I know what happened. We'll get off of that for a minute. I tell them pick me up at his school, so I have to take 2 buses to get to his school. So even though I'm here, I'm stressing already about what time. So it gives me kind of anxiety. So maybe that's why my head hurting me. But like after the appointment is over, then I'll calm down. I don't want to go take that. I have a pill that I could take, but they're going to have me feeling jacked up. And I don't feel like doing that. I have to go outside. I can't feel like that. And I'm already feel jacked up and I didn't take nothing. I take 2 Tylenol, but it have my anxiety like up there. And I've been up till whatever time this morning posting videos, because I'm always posting the videos them on YouTube, but then I have a Facebook page, so I was there posting all the videos that you guys see already up on YouTube yesterday, and up to, I think up to 1 o'clock this morning, I was there posting them on Facebook. I took a break now. I was posting them this morning too. I can't be bothered. Yeah, it's rough being a single person. But hey, it is what it is. It's better to be single than be with somebody who don't give a damn about you. So hey. So if you, some people just live with a man and just to say, okay, I have a boyfriend, I have a man, and if that man don't give a damn about you, I'm not going to stay with no man who don't give a damn about me. So it is what it is. Everybody have their own path to choose. If you think you can live without a man, well, that's you. I can. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now, and screw that. Yes, I need a damn dick right about now, but I'm not giving up this damn pussy to nobody. It's 10 years? I don't know if it's 10 years. Yes, 6 since 2016? Not 10 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Somewhere around there. How many years is that, Julie? From 2016? I need a good stiff dick right now, because this pussy acting like she don't have no sense. See, I'm in pre-menopause, and now she doing is hopping, skipping, jumping, like she want a stiff dick right now to calm her down. She behaving bad right about now. What the hell? If you ain't reached menopause stage yet, well, you don't know what I'm talking about. But hey, you're hot, you're cold 1 minute. You put on it just beep, 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 beep. Keep your blood clean, quiet down there. Damn it! Punani acting like a mad woman in clean clothes right about now. She just hop, skipping and jumping. Like, stop it! Stop it! I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in. I'm not giving it up to nobody. I'm supposed to go buy a fake one, but I don't feel like using a fake one either. Mm. Anyway. Hi, Pooja. Welcome. She feel like she needs a stiff dick right about now, but hey, she better behave herself. She better behave herself. Sally, behave yourself. This is not the time. I'm talking right now. Just keep your ass quiet. But anyway, let's talk about depression. Symptoms of depression. A person who is clinically depressed would have at least one of these symptoms nearly every day for at least 2 weeks. An unusually sad mood, loss of enjoyment and interest in activities that used to be enjoyable. The person might have lack of energy and tiredness, feeling worthless or feeling guilty, though it's not your fault, not really your fault, thinking often about death or wishing to be dead. I'm not trying to think about that. Y'all have your thing behind? Have y'all just gone Amazon? But how would that feel? You know, sometimes I go in the shower. When she acting like that, I go in the shower. I take down the shower head and just try to calm her dumb ass down. But I don't do it often. But sometimes that calm it down. But that make my head hurt. I hate doing that. I know I have seizures already. That made me feel like I'm about to have a seizure when I do that. It's like... Ross. I can't do it often because I swear I'm about to have a seizure when I do that shit. It feel good, but damn it. I try to ignore her. Behave yourself. That's all you gotta do. Behave your ratted self. Yeah, where was I? Difficulty concentrating and making decisions. Moving more slowly than sometimes becoming agitated or unable to settle. Having sleeping difficulties and sometimes sleeping too much. Right here's my bed. Child, I'll sit down here because you know I have that thing. What they call? Sleep apnea. You guys know about sleep apnea? At night time I have to sleep with a machine, a mask over my face because this way I have sleep apnea. But I'll sit down here with the thing. You see me here. I did a live the other day. I didn't fall asleep. I'll sit down here with the computer and I'll be ooh, I'll be out. So they say in when you do a sleep study test, they say like your breathing cuts off in your sleep and stuff like that. So it's better to sleep with a machine. I don't know, but so I do sleep with a sleep app machine at night time. You know, I know aggravating that is, but they said save lives, so I don't know. I use it. Which symptoms do you suffer with? I don't know. An unusual sadness. We all suffer from sadness. Maybe one, loss of enjoyment. I don't out with nobody, first of all. I have one friend, she might come here once in a blue moon. I don't really hang out. I'm a lone ranger. I go by myself. If my kids there with me, I travel by myself. First of all, I'm a lone ranger. You know how lonely that is? A lone ranger. Don't get me wrong, I do have friends, but I don't really talk to them like that. You know, some people, you get something, you move on, they don't call you no more. They want you to call. You know how that feeling is? They want you to call them, you want them to call you, and then you just slowly drift away from each other. So I don't really hang with nobody. I don't talk to nobody. This is the most talking I do here. Unless I'm talking to my kids. I don't talk like that. I don't call nobody. I don't. You know how lonely that is? But I try to make myself happy by coming and doing these videos. So instead of sitting here stressing about all my problem, I come and talk about it. I'm not talking about everything, every last detail, but I'm saying I'm a YouTube content creator, and I just don't do YouTube live. I do Facebook live, Instagram sometimes I do TikTok. So it is what it is. And if you look on YouTube now, say if you go and look for depression, okay, say type depression, and you see how much some YouTubers that you never even see cross your path. Because if you're not looking for a certain topic, it doesn't come up in your feed. But if you just type the word depression, you see how much people put out content about that on a daily basis. If you're suffering with high blood pressure, search for any problem you're having, and they will start coming into your feed. You'll see it's not me alone talking about it. They make videos on a daily basis talking about it. Because in the islands, they might hide that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't. But now, I think now they might be a little more conscious about it. But back then, we know that you have health problem, but don't tell nobody. But now, people talk about it because not talking about it doesn't help the situation. It doesn't. It makes it worse for the person going through this stuff right now. It's not everybody is bold like me. I never used to talk like that. I don't know how I'm talking this much. I never used to talk like this. But since I become a YouTuber, I get a little braver to talk. Sometimes I don't know all the stuff out my head, so I'll get a book and actually read about it. Because I don't want to give out information that I don't know, so I'll read it. Head pounded. But what was I saying? I had jumping. What was I saying? I just said something. I don't know the figure. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't want to talk about stuff I don't know. Okay. That's the last thing I said, isn't it? Something like that. I don't want to talk about stuff I don't know. So I rather read it and try pick and choose what to say or what not to say. Because you come in here, you do good, you gonna have somebody gonna talk bad about you. You come and talk something bad, you gonna have somebody who's gonna talk about you. It's not a win-lose. It's not a win on social media. There's gonna be another YouTuber who's gonna take what you say, gonna turn it into their way, and to make some couple dollars off of it. Oh yeah, what's your name over there was talking about she have this. Oh Lord, let me run over there and Yeah, yeah, I follow Julie Mango. I love her. I always share her stuff to my Facebook page. She's funny. I see I noticed she said that she have like it's like different personality. Cause you know when she acting, she act like it be she alone acting all those parts. One minute she acting like herself, and next minute she acting like a little child, a police, or whatever. So she say it's like a disorder. We didn't know that. So she's coming out and talking about it. So even though big people that we see on TV, they go through stuff like that all the time. Sometimes they talk about it, and sometimes you don't hear them. They end up dead. So why we hide? I'm not hiding this shit. I'm not talking about it. Makes me have a headache. Okay, it makes me. So it's called suffering in silence. I don't want to suffer in silence. So talking about it, it's not gonna help the situation. It brings awareness to the next person who's going through it. Say if you're going through it and you know you never said anything to anybody, you're gonna get a little braver to at least say something. Say say you have a next door neighbor and you want to talk about it. You have a girlfriend how much she is and whatever. You talk about it. Just like you we watch Auntie Dan and you see every day people calling and talk about their situation. It's just like that. Some of these people be getting in stuff that okay. When we was younger we did stuff too, but am I that bold to go on the platform them and open my business like that? No, but I'm coming on my platform and talking about it. I'm not talking about everything, but I'm saying some of these people act like they don't have sense sometimes. Hey, we was younger and did stupid stuff too, but when I was younger, all my as I say, all my kids dad they in the 50 not even 50s, already in the 60s already. I dated older men all the I don't know. I didn't want it. It did just happen. It's like I love you. I don't know what the fake love was about. They just said I love you, and I say okay. Hey, we did it. Bang around, but we got a baby. With the love day, they gone about the freaking business. Then you have to suffer in silence because you stress out calling him. He don't even want to pick up his phone. All that should lead to depression. You have to take them to the courthouse to go do a test to find out if he's the daddy, because he's not the daddy and you know he's the only one he was screwing with. All that shit lead to depression. Okay? Then you have your family, them, they don't want to talk to you this way. Okay, whatever. You used to go to church and you're holier than thou. Not because you go to church mean you're holier than thou. The damn pastor up in the church, you can't even trust the damn pastor. Them up in the church. The damn pastor, them screwing the people in the church much less. And the pastor, they up there talking. You think they down there trying to look up under some of the little girls' them clothes? You can't trust nobody none of these days. Pastor screwing church member, deacon screwing church member, everybody. You can't trust none of them. So, it is what it is. Emotions. Emotions, sadness, anxiety, guilt, anger, mood swings, lack of emotions, responsiveness, feeling of helplessness, hopelessness, irritable, irritable, irritable. How you pronounce this word? Irritability. My tongue tie up right now. I can't pronounce the word. Thoughts. Thoughts mean frequent self criticism, self blame. Okay, I'm like so self criticism. Could be, okay, I'm kind of heavy set. Sometimes you say to yourself, why? You take everything to try lose weight, you can't lose weight. So you criticize yourself. How I'm too fat, I'm too this, I'm too that. That's self-criticism. Sometimes even though you think you're just saying stuff just to say it, ah, I had this chain in there for years. I saw it this morning and just decided to put it on. You're self-criticizing yourself. Sometimes you be bringing. Sometimes we our own worst enemy anyway. Sometimes we be making yourself depressed about certain stuff, but we can't help it. That's how life is. It's like, okay, I'm fat. Look, there's fat shaking over here. My chin ain't right. My eye ain't line up right, and I know on this YouTube street, it's a dangerous place to be. Because the amount of people be cussing, black people cussing each other on a daily basis, it stinks. Okay? They're from the same country and every day they cuss each other. It stinks. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. If they didn't get home training or what, I don't know. It sounds good. It's like a speech to them. Oh, you pussy fat, you this and you that and it. Oh my goodness. We ain't gonna get depressed from all of that shit. We ain't gonna get depressed from all of that crap. You already self-judging yourself, say your eye kind of twisted. I know a lot of, I watch Marcia, but I haven't been watching her lately because then they over the cussing everybody who cussing she, so it just get stressed out. Say her eye cross, her eyes looking one way. She keeps saying, okay, the doctor diagnosed her with something is a in some what do you think name? A bulge eye or something like that. How much people we live in America, we don't discriminate like that over mental health. Some of you people mentally challenge yourself. If you acting like that, mentally challenged. Oh, it's disgusting. You don't discriminate mentally health people, challenge people, but some people think it's as a daily dose of, I don't know, it makes them feel good. And guess what? If you go into their closet, they themselves suffering from mental health and that, but they ain't want you to know. But every day they cussing somebody. When it hit home, they think you're gonna know. When it hit their house, they think you're gonna know about it. Hell no. But you just want to hear somebody with mental health problem, and they hear somebody die. Okay, they all of a sudden they have sympathy for them. Don't have sympathy now. Now you hear the person died. Somebody get raped. Then all of them on the bandwagon, they feel sorry for the person, but you're over there cussing each day, all day long about stuff that doesn't make sense. It's sickening, man. We should put him at the door. I don't hear what happened. I couldn't hear what the TV was saying. I guess he said you want to leave, and she put him outside. I'm watching the Sherry Shepherd show. I don't know. I think there's a little boy. Maybe he tell his mom he wanna go outside or you wanna leave or something, and she put him outside. It was night for 10 seconds. Keep crying. Yeah, behavior. Crying spells, withdrawal from others, neglect of response, loss of interest in personal appearance, loss of motivation, slow down, use of alcohol and drugs, physical chronic fatigue, lack of energy, sleeping too much or too little, overeating, loss of appetite, constipation, weight loss or weight gain, headaches, irregular menstrual cycle, loss of sexual desire, unexplained aches and pain. I don't know. So you say depression could cause all of this. So I'm supposed to blame the pain I'm having for my knee and depression. That's what it's saying. So you guys say that physical. I'm still talking about depression now. The physical side of depression: chronic fatigue, lack of energy, sleeping too much or too little, overeating or loss of appetite, constipation, weight loss or gain, headaches, irregular menstrual cycle, loss of sexual desire, unexplained aches and pains. So is it becoming the one of sex me depressed? You see, we think depression is just one thing. When you read about it, you see is a whole lot of different stuff that cause depression. I'm not having my period, but I think my period stopped when I did chemo in 2021 for breast cancer. I haven't had my period since then. And yes, they say my breast cancer is back, but I don't feel like talking about breast cancer right now. This is back in the same breast, in a different spot, and they want me to cut out my breast. Of course, I'm fucking depressed. Our person with depression may appear. A person who's depressed may be slow in movement or thinking, although agitated can occur. Even speech can be slow and momentous. There can be a lack of interest and attention to personal hygiene and grooming. The person usually looks sad and dressed and depressed and often anxious, irritable, and easily moved to tears. So you hear all this stuff that can lead to depression. Hi, Jojo. Welcome. So if you think depression is just one thing, now if you really read about depression, you learn all of these other stuff that really comes with depression. I'm okay. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you're sad and you're just crying all the time. There's a whole lot of stuff that comes with it. You don't want sex, they say lack of sexual desire. I'm freaking depressed because I want a dick. I do want one, but I don't know who to give it to. Okay? So I keep it to myself. All right, Julie. You feel a little better now? Okay. And they say bipolar disorder. Seasonal, some people get seasonal depression. Like the other day I was feeling kind of weird. When the seasons start changing, I don't know why. It was doing that to me. I start seeing a glimpse when I was a childhood, but I can't remember. As I said, I do have seizures, and I'm trying hard for years to figure out what I used to do when I was a child, and I can't remember what the frig I used to do. If I ask somebody what I used to do, I can't remember. They don't remember, and that stressed me the hell out. So some people say, oh, you're an adult now. Oh, so because I'm an adult now, I'm supposed to forget what I did when I was younger. I'm supposed to just put it behind me. No, I'm not putting the shit behind me. I want to know. Let me plug this in. Okay. It's 10:16 right now. Is she gonna come in a movie? I'm watching the Sherry Shepherd show. She's gonna come in a movie. When did she record this? Cause she don't look this big right now. So we know May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So tomorrow is the last day of May. So and you don't have to just talk. Oh, Tyler Perry. There go my boy Tyler Perry. Okay, he's the host of that. He's a. You guys love Tyler Perry? Coming out with a new movie. And Sherry Shepherd is going to be in it. I'm watching the Sherry Shepherd show. Tyler Perry. So okay, so a person like him who writes different stuff, do you think he is depressed? He comes out with different character. So if you have depression, don't oh brother, don't put it on the back burner. If you have not claimed it, don't claim it and just not do anything about it. Just get some help. Because sometimes we try to fight our battles by ourselves. Sometimes you need an intervention. You need a third person, a second person and a third person. Or you need some medication. If you know your depression is that severe, seek some help. Don't keep saying, okay, you're going to wake up today and you're sad because your boyfriend left you, your boyfriend. Some people, some people who's adults still stress about the first boyfriend they had. I ain't stressing about no freaking first boyfriend, but hey, if you still stressing about your first boyfriend, well, hey, you gotta try and get over him. You with a second man, you're stressing over it. There's many things to be depressed about. Sometimes we think it's just simple ABC, but sometimes it hurts. Not because it's not hurting you, mean it doesn't hurt me. We are different people. We are all human beings, but sometimes something might hurt you more than it hurt me. Sometimes it might hurt you, but you don't want to talk about it. It hurts you. It hurts everybody. Everybody gets hurt. But you might suppress your hurt. You might just say, let me put it under my foot. Put it there. Forget it. I'm going to make a child and that's going to make me happy. I'm not going to think about this man no more. Okay. You made a child with him. You think you're going to think about him because you're not with him? Of course you will. You'll see. When your child born, your child going to look exactly like him. That will piss you off even more. Child. Why you have to come look like your daddy? So if you know you need help, get the help. Depression. Some people born with the depression. Some people get depression as they go along in life. You could be depressed at any age. You could have a 2-year-old that's going through depression. You never know. Don't say, sometimes we say, okay, they're rude. But you're not a doctor. I'm not a bumble ass doctor. So take them to the doctor and let the doctor diagnose them. Okay? Let the doctor diagnose them. Don't say that they're rude. You hear that? You would tell what Perry talking about? This depressive disorder follows. Okay, so hold on. This is a depressive disorder following childbirth. Is called postpartum. Okay, so some women get depression after they have a child. That's what I mean. Postpartum depression. Postport postpartum. The symptoms do not differ from depression at other times. However, depression, excuse me, at this time has an impact not only on the mother but also on the mother-infant relationship. She was fine when the baby was in her stomach, but as soon as the baby come out, she have depression. Postpartum depression. She don't even want to hold the child. Some women don't even want to hold the child, much less because it happens on a daily basis. And sometimes you have to go get help, counseling. They don't want to see the child. Some of them do that. Some of them go through that. It's just a natural thing that happens sometimes. It doesn't necessarily happen to every woman that have a child, but maybe one or two in 100 might go through that. It's more than 1 or 2%, I think. But postpartum depression is not nice. When you go in postpartum depression, yeah, you don't want to take a bath. You don't want to even touch the child. Some of them don't even want to touch the child. It's like, I don't know who you is, but I'm not holding you. Okay? So do you think your mother and father still going through postpartum depression? I don't know. Do you think your parents had depression? Why you have it? Because first of all, they didn't want to go to the doctor. So how the hell they know what they have if they don't go to the doctor enough? Okay. For this reason, it's particularly important to get good treatment for postpartum depression. Treatment not only helps the mother depressive symptom, but also can improve the mother-child relationship and the child's cognitive development. Seasonal depression is called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Remember the other day I was talking about this? When when the spring was just coming in, I start smelling the flowers, then I just start feeling my body just start feeling weird. I don't know why I was doing that. Child. And I was not liking it. Seasonal depression, major depressive disorder with seasonal pattern is characterized by a depressive illness during the fall and winter. But we in fall, no, we're not in fall, we're in spring. Well, we in, did it hit summer yet? I'm not sure if they declare it summers yet, but whatever. It could go any month. Don't listen to them, but just fall. Because the weather change. You know, when the weather change, it makes you feel a certain way. Because now it starts warming up. It look like it's going to rain. You get out the winter months, like the fall months, the fall into winter months is like depressive month because it's always cold, it's dark, and some people get depression during those months. So that's why I call it seasonal depression. And when summertime come, they get a little lively up. And then as soon as September, 'cause you know, as soon as September reach back again, you start feeling, oh Lord, why I have to go through this again? You have lack of energy, sleeping too much, overeating, craving for carbohydrates. What causes depression? Depression has no single cause or often involves the interaction of many diverse biological, psychological, and social factors. People may become depressed when something very depressing has happened and they feel powerless to control the situation, such as the following: a breakup. I already mentioned some of them. I didn't even look at it, but I did mention some of them. A breakup of a relationship or living in conflict, long-term poverty, loss of a job or difficulty finding a new one, having an accident that results in a long-term disability, bullying or victimization, being a victim of a crime, developing a long-term developing a long-term physical illness, death of a partner, family member, or friend. Depression can also Depression also can result from the effect of medical condition. For example, the Parkinson disease, the Huntington disease, traumatic brain or injury, stroke, hyper syndrome, having a baby, a side effect of it could be from medication. Your medication causes depression too. I take medication for seizures, and one of the main side effect on it is depression. hmm Depression, thoughts of suicide. It's like, why the hell am I taking this pill? But I don't want to have a seizure, so I have to take it. I might skip it one night, but damn it. You skip it too much, then you feel like you're having a seizure. I don't want to have a seizure. You know what I'm talking about? You have you feeling high, like you're walking on cloud nine. You know what cloud nine feel like? You don't know yourself. You're moving, but you're still, what am I supposed to do? Mm. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. I just remember. All right. Mm. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have suicidal thoughts from not even, what is that? Oh, shucks, I have to go at my son's school. Hold on, it's on this phone too. I usually put like different, like if you put like appointment in the phone, then you put a thing like a 30 minutes reminder, so then it pops up on the phone. Because there's too much stuff to remember on a daily basis. So you go to your calendar, it's like, okay, I have to go to the doctor. You put like if you want an hour reminder, a 30 minutes reminder. If you're that forgetful, put an hour reminder so you can make sure you get ready. And you have a 30 minutes reminder. Yes, people, you can't remember everything. As you get older, you get forgetful. Sometimes I leave this room and say I'm going in the bedroom to pick up something. Um, When you get to the bedroom now, you don't know what the hell you went in there for. Hold on, this one's still in move. I need this one to move from here. It's blocking my view. Move thing. Okay. Yeah, you forget what the hell you went in there for, and you have to walk back out here. It's like you take like at least 30 seconds to a minute. It's like, what did I go in the room for? And then walk back and forth. It's like, I don't know what the hell I went in there for. And like after about another 10 seconds, you might remember. It's like, damn. This is what old people feel like. I sure feel old right about now. Intoxication or withdrawal, if it was a drug addict, that will lead to depression. Yeah. So you don't have the money to go buy the drugs, the liquor. They could get depressed from that. Premenopausal change in hormone level, lack of exposure to bright sunlight in the winter months. Remember I mentioned that. Carefully caring full time for a person with long term disability. That will help lead to depression too. Mm-hmm. See, it's two of you lay down. Okay, two people lay down and they make a child. But the other person don't give a damn. And then your child end up with, so they end up with mental health. So they don't talk. And then you have to go through that by yourself. You have to take them to the doctor. You take them to all the doctor. You have to take them to speech therapists. You have to take that takes a whole. We're not an island. It takes what they say. It takes a village, something like that. It takes a village to raise a child. So okay, you're the parent. I'm the parent, but then you the immediate family. You can give your input. Sometimes if you give an input that's I don't want to follow. Montel Williams. You remember Montel? He used to have his own show. Montel looked good. Montel is on the Sherry Shepherd show. I used to love Montel. Ah, I saw a voice. A voice, something like that. He probably, oh, I think he wrote a book. I said I want to write a book too, but damn it. At the library, at the library they do a lot of Zoom. They do a lot of different classes for people who want to write a book. I need to go take up one of those classes and learn how to write. Because you could learn how to write facts or fiction book. Because my brain is always going 150 miles an hour, I do have some books that I write. But I say I'm going to start with children's book. I have some stuff written down, but I'm self-doubting myself and say, okay, no, that's not. But I'm writing books for like kids who is like 0 to 3 months and 0 to 2 years. Those books don't need a lot of words on it. Hello, A for apple, B for bat, and you have a picture. Excuse me. But I have some with words in there. 11:35. Not 11, 10:35. How long have I been talking? 79 minutes. Montel Williams. Remember when he used to be a talk show host? Montel? Didn't he get AIDS? I think he did. And that cut, I don't know why they cut his show. Sorry, people. Somebody just called. Probably them damn robot thing. Hello? It keep having a whole bunch of AI people just calling every minute. Hello? We calling my... It's like, shush. You know, it's that. They call all day long. Sometimes you have to answer because you don't know who's it calling, because I have all these doctors and stuff calling me now, so I don't know. But sometimes the answer's like, why are you aggravating me? Mental health. Okay. So hold on. Let me see what else we could do about read about this. So females, did I read this part? Females, depression is believed to be caused by changes in natural brain chemicals called neurotransmitters. These chemicals send messages from one nerve cell to another. When a person becomes depressed, the brain has fewer of these chemical messages. Messenger. One of these is how you pronounce this word? Serotonin, serotonin, a mood regulating brain chemical. Many antidepressant medication work by changing the activity in the serotonin of the brain. Mental health first aid action plan for depression. Sections Action Plan A. Assess for risk of suicide or harm. And if you know somebody is going through something, don't keep them at your house. If they know they need help, take them to a mental health facility. If they don't want to go, you tell the people them, bring the people them to the house and let they take their ass out of the house. You want them to be safe than sorry, in a facility than dead. Action L. Listen, judge. Listen. Action L. Listen, non-judgmental mentality. Mental. I thought I'd post this. Listen and don't judge. I see a lot of people, YouTuber, going around Facebook. I saw it on Facebook. I don't know if I see it on YouTube now. You say something and say this line after. Okay, you did this to me when you was younger. We listen, but don't judge. See that sentence. So after you say that sentence, don't judge. Action G. Give reassurance and information. Action E. Encourage and appropriate professional help. Action E. Encourage self-help and other support strategies. Action A. Action assess for risk of suicide or harm. If you think someone you know may be depressed and is in need, approach the person about your concern. It is important to choose a suitable time when you and the person are available to talk, as well as a space where you both feel comfortable. Let the person know that you are available to talk when they are ready. Do not pressure the person to talk right away. If you can be helpful and let the person choose the moment to open up. However, if the person does not initiate a conversation, you can begin a dialogue. Respect the person's privacy and confidentially unless you are concerned the person is at risk of harming self or others. The main crises associated with depression are as follows. The person has suicidal thought and behavior. The person is engaging in non-suicidal self-injury. If you have any concern that the person is in crisis, you may ask them to ask them how they are feeling and how long they have been feeling that way, and move on to action L. So some people get depressed and they take out this stuff by writing a book. They put everything in a book. Montel Williams just wrote a book, Sailing, what is his name? Sailing in the inter. I don't like to read books, you know. This is as much as I read here. I don't like to read. But hey, facts on suicide in the United States. You know, I have a book. I didn't write it by myself. I didn't write it. I did give the inspiration of what to put in it. What the book did. It was like an AI generated. I saw this thing on Facebook, and it said to write what you want in the book. So it's basically like an AI generated book. But I said you will write a book about jewelry, and I answered like 4 or so questions, and then it gave you the book. I haven't read it yet, you know. You put a picture, what you want on the front of the book. You choose the color, what you want for the book. Look, my name right there, so you choose the color and all that stuff. When I got the book, I asked them if I could sell the book, but they said no because it wasn't my idea in the book. And they said no, but you just get one. So if you want a book to, you can make a book for anybody. If you want to make it for your child, I think it was called bookbyanyone.com. Book by anyone. But there's several on Facebook. There's several different ones. Book by anyone. Crafty Chronicles. Laugh out loud tales of jewelry making gone wrong. So I just answer like 4 or so questions, and it just generate the book from those 4 questions. I think it costs $30-something. Well, 20-something dollars plus tax. It comes to $34, $35 or something like that. So yes, I'm gonna wrap up this stuff here in a minute because I have to go. If I don't get out of here. Where was I? Okay, over here. I was over here. I thought I reached this spot. A national survey in the U.S. adults found that in 12-month period, 3.7% have serious thought of suicide. 1% made a plan. 0.6% attempt suicide. Suicide is rampant. People do it on a daily basis. Sometimes you say, oh, they go to church. You think church people don't have problem too? You think Jesus is supposed to save you because you go to church? When you have stuff going back and forth in your brain and you don't tell nobody about it. Sometimes Jesus is going to save you. As I say, we all have a designated time to die. Nobody know when they're going to die. But it's sad when stuff happens. But what can we do? But if you know you have a mental problem, don't sit there denying it and don't go and seek help. Seek help. I'd rather talk to somebody than sit there and talk to myself, self-diagnose myself and be mad at myself. Sometimes you can't handle um, stuff we go through. But if you're in a situation where you're going through something with your family member, you seeking help, family member or members, they need to seek help too, but maybe they move on from that. While you still stuck thinking about that, I don't think you don't think about it daily, but it's still in the back of your head, and you need it to get solved so you could just drop it. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, "Oh, get over it because it happened donkey years ago." That doesn't mean because you get over it, mean I got over it. In 2013, 17% of high school students in the United States reported that they had seriously considered attempting suicide during the 12 months of being before the survey. 8% of the students reported they had attempted suicide one or more times during the same period. Males are 4 times more likely to die by suicide than females. Should I believe this stuff? I don't know if it's real. I'm just reading what the books say. So this is a disclaimer. This is from the book. So don't say I'm saying anything. I'm just reading what the book said. Okay? YouTube and anybody else listening in the background. But women attempt suicide 3 times as often as men. In 2013, people 45 to 64 years old have the highest rate of suicide, 19.1%, and those 85 years and older may have a second highest rate. So this book is kind of old. I don't have this book. I don't know when it was written. So obviously other people came out with stuff after this, don't write another thing, because every year they update stuff, they say other stuff, they get more advanced. They tell you one thing 1 minute and then the next minute they tell you it's not like that, so you don't know who to believe half the time. Where was the book written? I don't know. Is it in the front? 2001 Betty Development and Health Consulting. So I got this book in 2018. It's 2017. So. Guys, if you're watching from the background and you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Let me get to 3K and beyond. I have over 5K. Let me see how much I have now. Over 5K videos and my 5.7K. So if I have that much videos, my subscribers need to be lined up or more, a little higher than that. Come on. What y'all doing? Those who people who come in and just listen from the background and don't hit the thumbs button, please kindly hit the thumbs button. And those who have hit the thumbs button and you haven't come in and seen nothing in the long time, don't just come in because you hear some sad news or anything put up on the page. That's not real, people. So do your part. Like up the videos. Don't just like up the videos. We are 2,930. and actually say something towards the video that I will know that you actually came in. I don't know if you don't come in. It's not like Facebook, because if you are follow on Facebook and you come into the live, your name will pop up, but on YouTube it doesn't. So say something. If you're going through depression yourself, are you thinking it hard not to go and get help, please go and get help. Alfonso, having depression increases the risk of suicide. Of the 84% who have mental health problems, 44% have a current mental health diagnosis. A person may feel so overwhelmed and helpless about life events that the future appears hopeless. The person may think suicide is the only way out. However, not every person who is depressed is at risk of suicide, nor is everyone who is at risk for suicide necessarily depressed. Encourage people to talk about their feelings, symptoms, and what they're going through in their mind. Be alert for any of the warning signs of suicide. Warning signs of suicide: threatening to hurt or kill himself or herself, looking for ways to kill him herself or herself, seeking access to pills, weapons, and other means. Talking or writing about death, dying, or suicide. This is a warning signs of suicide. Expressing hopelessness, feeling rage of anger, seeking revenge, acting recklessly, or engaging in risky activities seemingly without thinking. Feeling trapped, like there is no way out. Increasing alcohol or drug use. Withdrawing from friends, family, or society. Experiencing anxiety, aggravation, being unable to sleep or sleeping all the time. Undergoing dramatic changes in the mood. Feeling no reason for living, no sense of purpose in life. These are the signs of suicide. Suicide warning signs. For example, if you have somebody who's going through it, you try and talk to them. Say, are you having thoughts of suicide? Because they have that as one major question now. They always ask you that. Sometimes you might say no the first time, but if you start going to therapy, you might open up and say yes. You have to be on a suicide watch if you, but hey, you better to be safe than sorry. Are you thinking about killing yourself? If you have confidence in the face of suicide crisis, this can be reassuring for a suicide person. Although some people think that asking about suicide can put the idea in a person's head. That's a major question and stuff now these days. So another myth is that someone who talks about suicide isn't really serious. Remember that talking about the suicide may be a way for the person to indicate that how badly they feel. So if you amongst people and you hear it always talking about death, and like if they say, oh, this is the way I'm gonna die and stuff like that, you gotta be, don't laugh it off. Cause some people like to laugh about stuff they hear. Sometimes it's that person probably reaching out to you and saying, okay, I need help. You're my friend, you're my cousin, you're my brother, you're my auntie. I need help. They're not literally saying I need help out in that. They're not saying the words out, I need help. But they're saying it in a different version. They're saying it in layman's term or whatever. They're saying it in a, they're saying it differently by saying, I saw myself there the other day, have a dream that you died or something like that. You might be saying it, you might be reaching out for help, but you're not reaching out for help directly. You're reaching out for help indirectly. But you, on the other hand, act like you have common sense. Sometimes somehow we need to act like we have common sense and figure out what people are trying to say to you and it's called read between the lines. Sometimes some people are saying they need help, but you think it, oh, then they just talking. No. And when if the person do take their life, you be a big major part in that. Oh, you played a part in that because that person was depending on you to look out for them, and you never did. You was like, oh, she just talking. She said that all the time. You're not a good friend then, or a good family member. Even though you didn't literally help them to do what they did, you play a big role in that. You did. Because you didn't tell anybody else that this person was reaching out for help. They always saying these stuff. They always mentioning death. They always mention about cutting. You see a cut on their hand, they ain't say nothing. You're just keeping it to yourself. Because some people go around and cutting up themselves and they wear a lot of long sleeve. When it's hot weather, they dress up in long sleeve the whole time. They might be there chopping up the hand, putting marks in their hand, and you see it, and you, oh, I fall down the other day, and you see the next 2 weeks, you see a bruise on their face. He's like, I know they ain't live with nobody or whatever. Oh, I was coming down the steps and I fall down the steps, and like, you're not trying to look out for them. It's called be your brother's keeper. You see something, say something. But don't go make a mockery of that person. Don't go wrong and making them back to you. Oh, Andrea, mad now. Let's laugh at her. No, you're a big time hypocrite. Because guess what? If you and me family member, that same damn thing, your ass will go through that too. Don't be a big time hypocrite. And if you know you have family member who committed suicide, you could go through the same thing. You could do it also. And how could you go through? How could a family member commit suicide and you don't even try and get counseling for these family member, for you and for the children them? How could you do that? You're not a good parent. How could you do that? If you don't get over that feeling, don't mean I get over it. Me and you two different people. I ain't get over that bumper ass up to now. I ain't get over it yet. I don't dwell on it every day, but damn it, it pops up in my head every now and then. I'm the paper with the barrel. I got everything up in this still. It's an instant flashback. It can't go away. And we don't try to talk about it. As soon as I open my mouth, try to talk about something. Oh, Andrea is the worst person on earth. So you don't want to hear from Andrea. Oh, Andrea mad. So you don't want to hear from Andrea. Tell me about it. Somebody is some fake hypocrite. Oh, Andrea don't call me, so I ain't calling Andrea. Andrea suffering from mental problem right about now. Andrea ain't give a damn if you want to call her. I'm gonna go read my book. It's 11 o'clock. I'm getting sleepy now. I need my twin. My twin need to get on duty. I need my twin to go to child and take him to appointment. Facts about non-suicidal self-injury. Many terms are used to describe self-injury, including self-harm, self-multi, how you pronounce that? Excuse me, multitation, multition. You know, we went to school, we learned certain words, all of a sudden, because we don't say the words them on a daily basis, so all of a sudden we forget how to call the ratted word and them. Cutting, and remember I mentioned all of that, I didn't even read it, but it's right here. Some people go around cutting up themselves. Parasuicide. There is a great deal of depth about what self-injury is and how it is difficult for suicidal behavior here. And the terms of non-suicidal self-injury is used to refer as a situation where self-injury has no suicidal intent. It is not easy to tell the difference between a non-suicidal self-injury or a suicidal attempt. The only way to know is to ask the person directly, are you suicidal? There are many different types of non-suicidal self-injury, include cutting, scratching, pinching. You see them pinch yourself up, cut yourself up. They're always in long sleeve, summer, winter, spring, fall. They always total neck up to the neck because they do something to the head. They ain't gonna do it to the face where it move visual, they do it to the body part where it's covered up under the clothes. Banging or punching objects. Some people just tell life and you say you do stuff to them when they do self-harming themselves. Banging and punching objects to the other point of bruising or bleeding, ripping and tearing your skin, carving rules or pattern into the skin, interfering with the healing of wounds, burning skin with cigarette matches or hot water, pulling out large amount of hair, deliberately overdosing on medication when is not a suicidal attempt. Non-suicidal self-injury common in young people. A survey, college students, 15%. Another study said that 11.7% reported engaging in non-suicidal injury at least one time. So who do I have it? Because I see people just in and out, in and out. Who's here with me? You telling me I'm talking all this time and nobody here? Nobody never say hi? People who engage in non-suicidal do so for many reasons: to escape unbearable anguish, to change the behavior of others, to escape from a sudden situation, to get back at other people and make them feel guilty, to relieve tension, to seek help. So if you cut yourself up and you want to get help, hi Jojo, you still here? So sometimes, as the book says, is like if you cut yourself up, sometimes it's a way of the person trying to reach out to somebody for help. But don't go be judgmental. You don't know what's in the person's head. You say, oh, look at you, look at you, look at you, look what he did to yourself. Try and get help for them. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Let me run to go pee because I'm not gonna hold this pee any longer. I'm gonna piss up on myself. Well, I'll be right back. You can hear me? Can you all hear me? This phone, something wrong with the phone. The phone just making a whole bunch of noise. And this no phone I have is too static, full of static. I don't know why they're acting like that. I feel it running, skipping. Praise the Lord for what He has done for me. He has set my spirit free. I feel like running, skipping. Praise the Lord. Alfonso. He has done for me. I feel like running. I gotta get going in a few. 11:09. Cool, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool. Your ass need to sleep right about now. Can't be bothered. I'm tired. Drink a cup of coffee already. Now the coffee and do jack whatever. I'm not sleepy. So yeah, this is my book, Crafty Chronicles. As I say, it's like was AI generated. That's my book. So they say I really can't sell the book. Yeah, staticky this one. I don't find it. I wonder if I could get a lady. I wonder if I could get them so they could get right. I gotta see if I could get right with it. Our bus over here costs $175. You could get a chance for that lasts how many minutes? About 40 minutes or so. Oh, these are that. I forget these are $1. I think I threw on anything the other day. Please. This is $1. What is this called? I need 175. Gum. If I have enough things, I'm not telling it this way. I just made it around straight there. That's it done. All these bullshit stop and stop and stop. It takes like about 20 minutes from here to the bus stop. And I have to wait. Another. Hopefully I get the transfer to the next bus. If you miss that bus, yeah, the bus only run like every 40 minutes. I just look on the phone. Right now I'm in my 20 go 55. I'm fucking tired right now. Cool. So can subscribe to the channel. If you want to drop anything in the on the super chat, you have the YouTube cash. Just click on it. Click on the box at the end there. Have the YouTube dollar and follow the instructions. If you want to drop anything in my cash app, and if you want to drop anything in my cash app, let's see if we got the cash app. The cash app is. Oh, then this tune put me to sleep. Oh my god. The cash app is $sign Andrea F. Jacobs. And PayPal. And PayPal with my email, Jacobs Andrea 80 at yahoo.com. So did you guys learn anything from today's session? Did you learn anything? Okay. You all finished? I feel like doing anything else. That's it. So thanks for listening. Good job. Effective communication skill. So this is effective communication skills for non-judgmental listening. You can be effective non-judgmental listener by paying special attention to two areas: your attitudes and how they are converted. Effective communication skills, both verbal and non-verbal. The key attitude are acceptance and genuineness and empathy. 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 Adopting an attitude of acceptance means respecting the person's feelings, person's values, and experiencing as valid, even if they are different from your own, and you disagree with them. Do not judge, criticize, or trivialize, TRIVIALIZE, with the person saying because of your own beliefs and attitude. This may mean withholding any or all judgments that can have made about the person's and his or her circumstances. Genuineness means that what you say and do shows that you are accepting of the person. This means not holding one set of attitude while expressing another. Your body language and verbal cues should refrain your acceptance of the person. For example, if you tell a person you accept and respect their feelings, but maintain a defensive posture or avoid eye contact, the person will know you are not being genuine. So empathy, 1120, um, means being able to imagine yourself in the other person's place, showing them that they are truly heard and understood by you. This doesn't mean saying something good as I understand exactly how you're feeling. It's more appropriate to say that you can imagine what they might be going through. Remember that empathy is different than sympathy. Do not show sympathy, show me empathy, which means feeling sorry for or pity a person. Don't pity me. I didn't say I need your pity. Have empathy. You say something, mean it. Don't tell me you forgive me and then come back and say you're unfair. You keep telling me about what you say. Forgive me. Let's forget it and put it under the bush. You don't just put it under the bush and we ain't solved this situation yet. Verbal skills. Using the following simple verbal skills will show you are listening. Ask a question that show how you generally care and seek clarification about what you are hearing. Check your understanding by restarting what they have said and summarizing facts thoughts and feelings. Listen not only to what the person says, but how it is said. Tone of voice and nonverbal cues will give exactly will give extra clues about their feelings. Use minimal prompt, such as I see and when necessary to keep the conversation going. Be patient even when the person may not be communicating as well in respective or speaking slowly and less clearly than usual. Do not be critical. Do not express your frustration at the person for having such symptoms. Avoid giving unhelpful advice such as pull yourself together or cheer up. Do not interrupt the person, especially to share your opinions or experiences. Avoid confrontation unless necessary to prevent harmful or dangerous acts. Remember that pauses of silence are okay. Silence can be uncomfortable for many people, but the person may need time to think about what has been said or may be struggling to find the right words. Interrupting the silence may make it difficult for them to get back on track and may damage the rapport you have been building. Consider whether the silence is awkward or just awkward for you. Is it silence because I don't talk to you, you think I'm awkward? I'm trying to figure out what my next move is. If I want to drop you as a family member, or if I want to move on. But anyway, the book gonna carry on and carry on and carry on. I don't feel no, I can't read no more. I cannot read anymore. We are chapter 3. I cannot read no more. I gotta figure out which bus I forgot to catch. I put in my phone and see if I could get a ride from the other thing. I don't know. I'm tired right now. Why didn't keep him home? Because yesterday he didn't go to school, so I didn't want to keep him home today. And he done in trouble missing so much freaking days of school already. He was so stuffy yesterday. I don't know if it's his allergy just acting up. I can't breathe, all that foolish stuff. Yesterday morning I leave for an appointment to go do a PT CT scan. Because I don't know if you guys know that they say that my breast cancer came back and all that suck stuff, but in the same breast, in the left breast, you're getting my last knob, okay? But it's in a different spot. It's as is at 11 o'clock. I don't know if to believe them or not, child. I don't know who to believe nowadays. These people. It's getting my damn knob right about now. So I did 2 mammogram. They didn't like the results. They did an ultrasound, a breast ultrasound. So then you see something, but they didn't want to say that it was that. So they sent me to do a breast MRI. So they seen a lot of stuff now. Yesterday I went to try do the scan, the PT scan. Look it up on YouTube, a PET scan. I didn't know, so I looked it up on YouTube and see what it was about, which they told me what it was about, but I needed to see it. I heard it, but I needed to see it also. So the PET scan is a scan that scan from your head to about your hip or your knee or something like that. It's scanning your body. I don't know why it don't do the full body. I don't know why it's trying to scan you to see if there's any more cancer anywhere else in the body that you can't see with just the regular breast exam. So they have to do like a full body scan. And when you go there, I had a 6:30 a.m. appointment yesterday. I did go to the appointment. I left here about after 5 o'clock. My ride picked me up about 5:30 or so, 5:32. But when I got there, I had to stay there a while. I did a lot of videos, a lot of clips. I'm not sure if I done post all of them on YouTube. But then when you go in, you have to put in like an IV. And they did tell me don't eat or drink anything from midnight to I'm going to take my medication in the morning, but take a sip of water. I know I have small veins already. They could never find my vein when I go to the clinic, so that wasn't a good idea for me. I got stick about 5 times and they still couldn't find my vein, so they said no, they can't do it anymore. Because since I'm going back to the cancer doctor now, this because the routine at the cancer center, like if the cancer is on the left side, they're not gonna stick you. You know, when you go to get a regular blood test, they could use this hand or that hand. But when they start working with them with the cancer section, they just said nope. You only could take blood from the right side alone, so they couldn't touch the left side because they said I don't know. That's the routine. That's the rules. I don't know, that's the rules with the cancer stuff. So they only have to try everything on the right side. So they stick me on my hand here. Most of the time they get it from there and stick me up there. One lady, she was trying, and then she had to call somebody else who's above her. She couldn't get it either, so I think it's next week, Tuesday or Thursday, somewhere around there. I have to go back. So they want me to go to the hospital now. I'm just trying to skip over some of this stuff. I can't talk all the things. It's too much a long story. So next week, Thursday, I have to go to the hospital. I'll let them put in the IV. Then jump in the car again, call my ride, jump in the car, go to the next appointment that I went to yesterday. But that's a later appointment. That's going to suck. So that appointment is for like 10:45 or so. So the same rules apply. I can't eat nothing. I don't know if it's after midnight. They tell me. So the same rules apply. I can't eat nothing for the thing. But the lady who was doing the test, she was telling me I have to drink water. So I say, okay, if you guys work together, why is this person telling me not to drink water? Now I come to you, you telling me I'm supposed to drink water. Which one is it? And both of you supposed to coordinate the stuff. If I drink more water, maybe they could have get this stuff. Because you know when they doing like a blood test, they wasn't taking blood. I think she said she had to take some blood for. But you know when they put in a needle, they need a blood return. So my vein just collapsed. It's like, okay. Just take me 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 times or 5 times. I lost count of them. And I said, nope, you can't do no more. That's it. For the medication that they had set up, because after they connect my stuff, they had to take me to a machine, whatever. And they said this stuff was dropping down low. I never did it before, but she was explaining to me the stuff was going down, and if it go below 8, whatever, 8, I don't know, the letter behind it or whatever. She said, then I can't take it. And another thing now, if you go there and before she tried to put in the needle, she took like a blood to check my blood, prick my finger, and she said like if it's below 50 something and 40 something, then I couldn't do it. If my blood sugar was over, can't remember the number either, 200 or whatever, then just couldn't do it. Those are 2 causes why they couldn't do it. But then the third cause is they couldn't find my veins, so then they couldn't do it. So your blood sugar can't be too low and it can't be too high, because the medicine they're putting in you is like a blood sugar stuff too, I don't know. So it can't be too low or it can't be too high. I forget what day. Either Monday or Tuesday, I forgot back. Thursday, one of them day. I don't call and get the right away. So I go back one of them day for them to do the test. So as I said, I have to go to the hospital and let them do it. Hopefully they call somebody who's gonna get it in a one shot because I'm tired of being sick. They're gonna tape the stuff to my hand and I go to them and then they do the procedure. I think they say take about an hour. After you go in the room, they put the stuff into you, then you have to sit there for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then you go to the other room where they actually do the scan. That takes about another 20 minutes or so. But I couldn't get it accomplished yesterday, so I had to cancel it. And my veins wasn't cooperating, but she needed some blood return and whatever. It wasn't coming out. Freaking annoying. Anybody suffer have small veins? If you have small veins, you should know. The veins never want to cooperate it when you need it to cooperate. You try to go take some blood. It's like I did the blood work on Tuesday because the doctor wanted the blood work to check something too. It's like two of them had to stick me. The first lady, she stick me like 2 times, and then she had to call. There was another lady and then she was dealing with other blood that she had on the computer, so then she had to come and help her. And she put the needle in, then she grabbed this stuff. You know, you have to, I think it was 2 different bottles in the blood. She told her to come and take it out because she couldn't move her hand from the stuff. She didn't want it collapse. So I'm tired. Let me see if I could get the ride to go over that damn school now. I can't remember when is my pickup time, so I need to get going. If the appointment is 2:30, the pickup is about 1:20 or so. So I need to get going. I'm fucking tired out of it now. Let me see. I need to go to the school, so I'm gonna put in California school. If they have a ride, then I'll go with them. They take $2 off your card. Probably not gonna have nothing. It's searching. I don't have nothing. Nothing. They tell me to go take the bus. And they say it's gonna take 43 minutes to get to this school. You see what I'm talking about? Taking the bus, activating. But if I take a regular Uber, it's gonna be a lot of money. $16. I got my $16 for the day. Yeah, so I must take the bus. So I'll take the bus here, go to the hall, and take the bus, the second bus, then we have to cross to the school for 3 minutes. Can you imagine? I said I'll get there for 12:28. I'm sleeping now. Here's where my twin need to be right now. I mean, my twin. I'm just doing this is a wrong time to do this. Let's see. Mm. Picky guy. Fudge. Mm. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. That was a waste pack of eye, Andrea. Everything you have to do on the book, right? So we lost that. Andrea is the office wanted to get you book for a couple of visits. You're interested in my call back. I'll do that right now. Before my flawless. Tomorrow, I try to get you 12. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Let's see, super sweet shit. Thank God this stupid phone ring. I'm squeezing up in that damn machine for the last couple of days. Thing hot in the worst. Anyway, people, if you're going through mental health, get some help. I don't got to go walk my ass to the bus stop to catch that bus. I don't want to miss the bus. I'm not sure if the connecting bus coming. I have to call the bus company. If the connecting bus coming for the hour, if it's coming for 1:20. But I need to get the hell out of here. I try getting the door-to-door ride, but they're talking about we don't have nobody available right now, so can't be bothered. Let me go run to the bathroom. All the hair. Oh, my ass. In the week last week, they told me I need to eat my protein, eggs and stuff like that. Should I take my tripod with me? I don't know if I go then I want to pause. I'm gonna take my tripod with me. Anyway, people, this book was called Mental Health First Aid USA. Adult version. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna read. Just to get my panty liner to line up with my damn picture. Alright, let me end this because soon I'm about to do this live, but not end. See, look, I have to take my umbrella off. Look like it's gonna rain. time I finish putting everything with me, I have a whole house. I'm taking all my crosses with me. This backpack gonna be heavy, but hey, that's how I roll. I take my crosses with me. Thanks for watching, people. I'm out of here. I'm gonna miss this bus that's coming now. Shit. I can't walk this fast. The bus stop is all around the corner. There's a 12 of us. Thanks for watching. Oh, let me see the bus. We have a bus thing. I gotta go put on my shoe. Let's go. Gotta put my shoes on real quick. We gotta get out of here. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Put it on here. Okay, let's see if we find somebody live that I want to watch. I'm going to go. Alright, people, we're out.